All right, what's going on, everybody? Jacob here, bringing you another awesome, amazing, beautiful, majestic video. And today I want to talk about, success, right? And the behaviorisms that it takes to make it there, and the things that we can do in our own lives to make those behaviorisms take place. So if we think about it, what is the biggest predicator, the biggest thing that propels people to become successful? What is the thing that allows them to accomplish the amazing, great things that they accomplish in their lives? And the biggest thing here is probably their behavior. Their behavior is probably the biggest thing that takes them to the next level. And I like to think about life, whatever it is that you're doing, the goals you're trying to reach, maybe it's fitness, nutrition, whatever it may be. I like to think about it as leveling up, like in a video game, you play this level, you beat these enemies, you beat this level, you get all these experience points, and then from there use the experience points to then level up and make it to the next level in life. And that's the same thing here, but it's different. For us, we have to go out and we have to challenge ourselves with different things. And it could be something as simple as getting up and making your bed. Something is organizing your room, cleaning your room, like that every time your parents told you, oh, clean your room. It's probably for a good reason. It wasn't because, and majority of the time, it's because parents want you to have a clean room so you don't look like a pig. But there's something deeper within that. And it is, when you clean your room, you start to become more organized. When you start to become more organized and you do it on a daily basis and you're consistent with it, you start to develop discipline, which then allows you to incorporate that into your own life. But if you are not aware of this, if you're not aware of the things that you are doing in your life, the different things that you are trying to accomplish, and the behavior you're trying to get from it, then you won't really truly implement this into your own life. So it could look something like this, the whole leveling up portion. You could wake up, make your bed, clean your room, clean the dishes, do this, do that, make sure that things are organized, organize your day, and then you take it up the next level. Maybe you organize your workplace. Maybe you start becoming more organized with fitness or nutrition or what you eat. You start making your own food. Then you take it to the next level. You start organizing a new business. You start organizing some new lifestyle, some new hobby. And then you start to continue to build momentum, to continue to stretch that comfort zone. Because a lot of times what happens is you can, I'm not saying that like you get up, you clean your room, you get organized in your life, and all of a sudden everything starts falling into your hands. It's all about taking action and making sure that we're stepping it up every time we move forward in life. Every time we accomplish something new, it's time to move on to the next thing. I like to think about it this way as well. If we think about fitness, when it comes to fitness, you will never truly reach your fitness goals. Like if you want to build muscle, if you don't consistently add weight to the bar, then you are never going to see any gains. You have to consistently put yourself in the realms of the uncomfortable, to allow yourself to grow, to allow yourself to experience those amazing, awesome gains that we're all chasing, right? Same thing with nutrition. And nutrition is more about consistency. It's more about staying consistent with the diet to really actually reap the benefits of that specific diet or nutrition plan that you're trying to go with. And that is huge. And here's another thing. When it comes to behaviorisms, you have to be fully aware of it, fully aware of what you're trying to accomplish. A good example would be maybe you want to have more initiative. So when it comes to having more initiative, that means that you have to start creating initiative in your own life. You have to start getting outside your comfort zone and maybe taking initiative at work, maybe taking initiative in a hobby, like it could even be in a classroom. Great example would be is if a teacher asks a question, you take the initiative and you answer the question. Or when it comes to, maybe you want to get your life on track, and maybe you're just like struggling with certain things and you don't know how to understand them, and so you put yourself on the path of self-development. Well, you learn all this knowledge from self-development books, then it's time to apply that knowledge. And that's the thing when it comes to behaviorism. We do these certain things, we learn this behaviorism, and then we apply that behaviorism in a new setting. It's kind of like you go out and you learn how to fight. You learn how to battle, right? Well, if you just consistently train, you never put yourself into battle, you will never truly become a great warrior. If you are training for a boxing match, but you never do any sort of boxing fights, you're just sparring all the time, but you never put yourself in the ring and actually fight it out for a full however many rounds they do in boxing, then you're never really going to get that good at boxing. It's the same thing with behaviorisms. If you want to become successful, you're going to have to adopt behaviorisms like discipline. Discipline is huge because it's the very thing that's going to keep you consistent and keep you moving forward towards those goals. So how do you create discipline? You create it by doing daily actions that require you to use discipline. Exercise, nutrition, eating healthy. Eating healthy is a big one. Doing your work, making sure that you're getting stuff done, not being lazy and sitting down and watching TV or playing video games. There's a time for that, there really is. And then that time is when it's time to relax, when you've done all your work, when it's time to just, but you have to be willing to apply that discipline in your daily life every single day through the actions that you perform. Now, initiative is another one. You have to be willing to take initiative in any situation that arises in front of you. The more initiative you take, the more you start to see opportunities where you can take initiative. And this is huge, guys. And you have to be willing to adopt these behaviorisms and take the actions that are required to solidify those behaviorisms. And it's a long road. It's a journey. Actually, it truly never ends. You have to consistently do this on a daily basis, because if you truly want to be a successful person, if you truly want to reach your goals, then it has to be a consistent way of living. And with life, that can be pretty tough. There can be some things that get in the way. But when those things get in the way, that's when you start grinding even harder. That's when you start working even harder. That's when you start reaching for it even more. And you'll find that the more adversity that you face, the more uncertain situations that you encounter and beat, the better you get at all of this. And facing adversity is another big one that will give you all kinds of behaviorisms. There's a reason why people who have faced great tragedy become so successful. You listen to people's success stories, they faced great obstacles, a great amount of adversity, and all of a sudden, they're where they're at now. We get too hung up on where they're at now and not where they had to go in order to get where they're at. Now, if these people stop doing what they're doing and they don't stay consistent, then they're going to become comfortable and stagnant. And these successful people understand that it is in stretching their comfort zone, it's stepping into the uncomfortable realms and leveling up in life that never ends. It's a journey that never ends. And that's the reason why they're successful, is they're consistently working on themselves, consistently learning, like lifelong learning, never stopping, always growing, always grinding. And then when there's time to relax, feel like you're getting burned out, then it's time to relax. But in all reality, 80% of your day should be you working towards what you want, 20% being you relaxing, which doesn't include sleep. And so, remember, guys, life is a game, and you got to level up. And in order to level up, you have to go to new levels. You can't stay doing the same thing and expect to level up. You have to go to new realms in order to gain that experience to level up. So it's time to get uncomfortable. It's time to step into the unknown. It's time for you to take the daily actions to adopt the behaviorisms that are going to make you into a successful person. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I wanted to get the nice sunset in here, but it's kind of off to the side. I want you guys to see my beautiful face. Anyways, feel free to subscribe to the video, don't like it, whatever you wish. And stay tuned. Feel free to follow me on any of my social media down below, and I will see you guys next time.